You know what's one of the dumbest things you could do as a woman? Build a man for another woman. Wasting years of your life focusing on him and building him and glowing him up rather than building yourself. And then one day he leaves you for someone else who did none of that stuff for him. Now you might be watching this and you think, Anna, this is common knowledge. I would never build a man for a different woman. Are you sure? Because why are you always picking up the phone? Why are you always cooking? Why are you always cleaning? Why are you always checking in with him? Why do you always make him the protein shake after he's been to the gym? You always have to check in with him, how he's feeling, if he slept okay, if he's eaten. Why are you shopping with him and putting together an entire new wardrobe, buying him shoes, clothes, having an entire glow up, putting together an entire new wardrobe and skincare routine? Because let me ask you this. For what? Why are you putting all this energy into him? This is a grown-ass man. He can look after himself. He can cook himself. He can clean himself. He can fold his own laundry. If he needs a t-shirt, he can go to the shops and buy it himself. If he uses a 3-in-1 shampoo, conditioner, and body wash, let him use that. Do a glow up on yourself, but instead, you're choosing to put that entire focus and energy on him. You're making him the black cat, and you end up in the golden retriever role chasing and pursuing him. The more you do for him, the more desperate and needy you look. Because he knows you're trying to overcompensate. You're trying to get his approval through your actions. The less you'll do for him, the more he's gonna do for you. The less you come his way and you pull away just ever so slightly, he is forced to come your way. Stop giving yourself up for him and wasting your precious time on this planet. You are building a man for another woman. Let your man build himself. Stop giving yourself up for this man. This is a grown-ass man. He can look after himself, period.
Hi guys, welcome back to my page. If you're new to this page, my name is Miracle. On this channel, we'll do a lot of talk about relationship, dating, love stories. And if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Be sure you share my video with your friends and family. That being said, guys, let's get into this video. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about how a lot of women are telling other women not to build men. Stop building men. Stop investing in men. Invest in yourself. Guys, if you have been on social media, especially on Facebook, 2015, 2016, 2017, 18, 19, 20, early 2021, 2022, we will see a lot of videos from women telling other women to build their men. There's this big movement, massive movement by women encouraging other women to build their men. Invest in your men. It's okay to date a broke man. If you are dating a broke man, invest in him. Help him build himself. Once you build him, you enjoy the fruit of the labor. Like you investing in your man is like you investing in yourself. Because once your man become rich, become somebody, you are also rich. But a lot of times, after investing in those men, after putting all effort, taking money that you're supposed to use for your own education, give to a man, invest in a man, immediately he become rich, he'll be like, no, you are now on below his level, that he will not date and marry you again. He will now go and get another person. Some men will say that you are older than you have become old, or you have become outdated. This is the reason why recently women are telling other women to invest in themselves instead of investing in a man.
Ladies are tired of having to cuff men out here, and I finally get where they're coming from. In a lot of relationships these days, the woman has to be the mom, she has to be the provider and the counselor all at once. And on top of that, you steady having to build him up, you have to teach him how to love, and you have to show him how to be a provider. That could be exhausting for any woman in a relationship at this point. A real man should already come prepared to lead, to protect, and to be your peace, not to be a burden on you. Long story short, you shouldn't have to raise the man that's trying to date you. He should already come prepared and be a man. Man, in this season, it's not about just letting anybody cuff you. It's about letting the right man cuff you that's going to add value to your life and not subtract anything from you. The right man that come your way is going to want to be your partner. He's going to want to be your protector. He's going to want to be your lover. I hope you find that for real.
If you wouldn't go to the car dealership and get a car that has no engine, no alternator, no catalytic converter, you're just going to buy it and then you're going to, pay money to get the engine added and then the alternator added and the catalytic converter added. If you wouldn't do that, then why in the hell would you build a man? Like, honestly, why would you build a man? These are the same men saying that they built the world, but yet they want to have their hand out waiting for a woman to build them. And some of y'all are goofy enough to build them. You're building him for the next woman. What are you doing? What are you doing trying to build some man? I want to help him with his credit. You know, I'm trying to help him get a job. I'm trying to help him go back to school. If he wanted to do it, he would be doing it on his own already. There would be no need for you to do any of that. He's a grown, able-bodied man. The only thing that he is not is willing. And you doing everything for him and playing mommy number 2 is not going to make him be willing to do anything. All you're doing is building him up out of your league. That's all you're doing. You're building him up for the next woman. You're getting him on his feet so he can walk into the arms of another woman. You know, in this game with men, if you're going to play this game with men, let me tell you the rules of the game, okay? You indeed will not be reciprocated with the work that you put in to have a man and to build him up. You will not be reciprocated because, see, you're building him up and you're building his ego up too. And now other women are noticing him, and men live for validation because they don't get any validation. So the little smile, you ever hear that when men are just like, you know, you will smile at a man, and because you smile at a man, they think that you like them. That's because they don't get any validation. So they don't understand to take verbal cues and non-verbal cues from people to understand that there's a difference between just smiling because you're nice and like actually smiling because you're attracted to the person. Quit doing stuff for these men, okay? Quit doing stuff for them. It's not you suffering and you bending over backwards and you people pleasing and you over functioning and doing all this stuff thinking that it's going to pay off. I'm here to tell you it's not going to fucking pay off, okay? If it does pay off, it's going to pay off in like 10 years. And are you really willing to keep pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring into a man for 10 years just to say what? He married you? Like, what is this big grandiose prize that you guys are supposed to be putting all this work into? Like, come on. Especially if you're built as a woman already, you built yourself as a woman and a grown able-bodied man is coming to you to help him. No, okay? We don't fix men around here. We don't try to change them. We don't try to uplift them. We don't try to build them. If they broke, let them be broke over there and let Pygmisha go on ahead and build them up and take care of them and do all those things. But here, the girlies over here, we're not doing that shit. We're too good for that. No, build yourself up. Build yourself up before you build a man up. All that time you're investing into building this man up, you could be getting your fitness together, getting your finances together, getting your passive income together, getting your creativity together, getting your mental and your spirituality together. Instead of building this man up, build yourself up, girl.
Stop building men up. Stop looking at their potential and putting energy into them and wasting time on them. You're gonna build them into these very successful individuals in the world. You're gonna upgrade their wardrobe, their mannerisms, how they show up, their earning potential and everything. And guess fucking what? When it's time for you to get that investment back, the likelihood is slim to none. Stop building men up because it says to them, you're not the value, they are the value. And what ends up happening is you get screwed over, especially if you marry them and have their kids, giving them the social currency of being with them. So now everyone thinks that they are great. They became that version of themselves on their own and got you. They got you while they were here and you were all the way over here. And you brought them here and you're still over here because you're the creator. That was your work. You built this person up and they're with you and they're seen over here. Stop doing that. You're gonna pay a hefty price for it. If you're in that situation, leave. You will never, ever be appreciated for the work that you have done.
To be honest, there's nothing wrong in investing in your partner, your man, right? If he's going to return that good, if he's going to actually return that favor, if actually when he gets rich or when he becomes somebody, he will come back and feed you with the reward that you invested, because every investor is investing to get reward. In a lot of culture, when men took out women, train them in school, do a lot of things for them, they will reap that fruit of their labor. But a lot of times when you invest in a man as a woman, you will lose, because once that man becomes somebody, he will start looking down on you. He will start cheating on you. If he have not gotten married to you, he will refuse to get married to you. There have been a lot of cases where women use the money they're supposed to use to elevate themselves, use it to invest in men. After investing in men, they go empty-handed because those men will never remember them.
One of the biggest lessons I learned with relationships, being a woman, not just any woman, okay? I'm a woman who loves to help elevate her man. Do not invest in a man that's not your husband. I promise you, you will be helping to build him up for another woman, and you will walk away with nothing. And even if he is your husband, yes, the relationship can still end. But at least you have a good chance of seeing a return on your investment. Marriage is a business. So anything you contribute to said business while you are in that contract, you are entitled to a portion of. So you can pour into that man all you want. Help build him up, help him earn assets, do all of that. But if you do not have that contract, if you are not married to that man, if that man decides to get up and walk away, or if that relationship doesn't work, or you just have to walk away because it's so bad, guess what you get to walk away with? Zero. And I'm speaking from experience. I'm not just speaking on my ass. And I'm not just talking boyfriends. I'm talking fiancés too, okay? Do not invest in that man. And there's a thin line between, being nice and being helpful versus building a man completely up. Trust me. And I get it. There are success stories, okay? Stories where the woman, she did invest in a man and he actually kept his promise and he in return invested in her. Sis, if you got that, if that happened to you, kudos to you, because you found a 1 in a million. But most of them are not that studious, okay? So sis, build yourself up, okay? Invest in yourself, all right? Save that energy for when he give you his last name. Therefore, your investment is protected.
Things you can do to your love life is feel bad for a grown man. Feeling bad.
The second you feel bad for a man is when you set yourself up to play every other role in his life. His therapist, his secretary, his mom. There is a huge difference between choosing to be with someone where you are both mutually growing and helping each other versus choosing to be with someone where you are constantly picking up the slack and giving as they are taking. If you were able to do the work to grow into a fully functional and responsible adult, then you should expect that your partner was also able to do the same thing. And I understand that we are all at different places in our personal growth journey, but that is why it is so important for you to figure out what your non-negotiables are and what you are willing to compromise on in a relationship. Stop building these men up and enabling them as they continue to drain you of your time, energy, knowledge, resources, and money. There is no amount of encouragement you can give a man who is not willing to proactively help himself, and it is not your responsibility to do so. At the end of the day, you are your number one priority, and no one is going to be able to protect you and your life the way that you will.
I will say this as many times as it takes. Stop building a man. Why? Because when you build a man, you take from yourself. All for him, take everything he learned and on to the next girl. Meanwhile, you're left with wondering, where did this man go? I just poured my life into him, my energy, my resources, my skills, my patience. I got nothing in return.
And what you don't realize is that there are men out here who are not going to wait to learn on the job. They're not going to come to change. They're going to come prepared. They're not going to make elementary level mistakes. No, they're going to plan the dates. They're going to buy you the flowers, buy you the chocolates without making you seem like you're the crazy one for asking those things. And I don't care what religion you belong to, what caste, what creed, what faith, what culture, in almost every single one of them, it says that a man should provide and that a man should want to provide. But when they don't is when they want to be provided for.
So what exactly does it mean when a man says he needs a good woman in his corner to help build him up? It actually means he's broke and too lazy to do it himself. And he's looking for a weak doormat of a woman to do it for him. Yes, he needs you to help build his credit score up, pay off his child support debt to his other baby mothers, co-sign on a brand new car or an apartment, type up his research paper so he can graduate college, convince you to open up a joint bank account because every time you deposit money, he can withdraw it to go gamble or buy lottery tickets, buy him a new cell phone and put him on your cell phone plan, help him open up a business that he can't even run without you, and he's going to take all the credit after you do all the hard work. So ladies, this is what it means when he says he needs a good woman in his corner to help him build. He's looking to use you before he moves on with the next chick.
Girly, stay away from men who can do nothing for you, because if he's not solving your problems, he's adding to them. I have always believed that men should add to our lives, not complicate it. So if you have a man and you're still struggling with bills, you're still doing it all on your own, you're still doing the heavy lifting, you're taking care of the home and taking care of him, then you don't have a man.
It is easier to invest in a woman than investing in a man. A woman can still reward you for investing in her, because one thing about men and women is that women will always give you back what you give them, but give men anything, they will never return it. A lot of men don't like returning favors. This is also the reason why sometimes men do not help their fellow men, because men don't know how to be loyal or return favor. I don't encourage any woman to invest in any man. It is so risky. It's a very risky game to do, because men are so very ungrateful. Men are very ungrateful. You invest, they shit on you. Also, I don't know, but I feel like it is the responsibility of men to groom and build a woman, not the responsibility of women to build their men. Because when a woman builds you, they basically own you. They basically want to control you. The same thing goes to men. When a man build and make you who you are, they will want to control you. And it is that kind of love relationship will be better, because men are already on the top, like the head of the family. So if they are controlling you, it is easier as to compare to you training a man, investing in a man, and also because you have invested and trained that man, you want to have control over him. It is very, very hard. I can help my boyfriend, I can help a friend, a male friend. If I have money and you like, I have that kind of money to help you out, I will help you out. If my boyfriend have need and I have money, I can help out, right? That is helping out. That is not investment. But talking about putting in a lot of money and investing it for your future, count me out. Count me out. But guys, I want to know your opinion in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also please leave your comment below. It will help this video. And guys, share this video with your friends and family. Let me see you in my next one.